Hello, everyone, and welcome to Dylan versus Dylan Diaries. And I am Brandy, the mom of Harper Dylan and Hayes Dylan, my 6-year-old twins, and the mom of Kia, Bria, Amari, and Jada. Those are my older girls, 19, 1 up. So today I want to talk about organized chaos. The organized chaos that goes on in our household. Whew, let me tell you. It's really started when I gave birth to the twins, but honestly and truthfully, it started well before that. I think my household has always been organized chaos, right? With all of the children here. But I think now with the twins, it's like heightened because it's like I get tag team. It's like double everything. And this experience has really been life-changing, really amazing, just really eye-opening because I didn't know what to expect. I knew what to expect as it relates to being a mom and the love that you have for your children and the care and the concern and all of those things. But in terms of like the times two, completely different experience. And I think learning about myself through all the years I've had on this earth now, I do like a form of control. Not like I'm a controlling person, because I'm not a controlling person. I don't try to control what everybody does and things like that. But I do like a form of control. I like structure. I like kind of sticking to schedules. I mean, I like to do things outside of the box. Like I am a spontaneous person at the same time, but I realized I needed structure when I had the twins in terms of how we do things, because everything was so time. When I first had them, it's feed them at this time, change them at this time, and everything was time. And that's how I was able to manage everything. But now, as they've gotten older and they're 6 and they have their own personalities and they like to do different things and involved in different things, it gets really chaotic, like really chaotic. So, like a day in the life of Harper and Hayes waking up in the morning, let's see. My husband leaves out well before me to go to work, but I leave out early too, right? So I leave out at about 6:15ish to get to the daycare by 6:30, in between 6:30 6:45, so that I can get to work by 7:30. So I am the one that gets them up. I am the one that gets them dressed, make sure they brush their teeth. Now listen, I know that I should iron their clothes, and if I need to iron my clothes, I should be doing that at night, right? Like that makes the most sense. Like we really should, as parents, as adults, it's probably better time management skills to just like do all the things the night before so that you can be ready. But I be too tired the night before, so that don't happen for me. So what I have to do is get up in the morning, and I get my energy as I'm getting myself together. I just do that all in the morning. So I iron their uniforms, get everything together, wash them up if they haven't had a bath the night before, washing them up. I'm helping them get dressed and everything, making sure shoes are on the right feet, making sure shoes are tied because they still figuring out tying their shoes. And just going through all of the motions, right? I pay for them to eat lunch at school. So every morning we're like, go get your snack, because they like to bring extra snacks. So I'm like, Harper and Hayes, go get your snack. Go get your jackets on. Go get your book bag. Then I got to do a book bag check because, especially Hayes. Well, I don't know. Harper too. Both of them got a little sneaky side, all right? They like to sneak little toys and stuff. There was one time, we'll get to that. Anyway. I get to the daycare and I pick them up, and like Hayes has something crazy in his book bag. I'm like, what in the world? How did I miss that? Anyway, so book bag check. I have to do a book bag check before we leave the house. We get up, we go out. But one thing, let me backtrack. Let me backtrack for a second. So I need you all to know that Harper pops right up. She's like, good morning, mommy. All is well with the world. I love you. You're so beautiful. No, I'm just kidding. She'll say all that. But she does wake up and she's like, good morning, mommy. And she's so sweet and she's such a morning person. She's so easy to deal with in the morning. Hayes, oh, he's like, mommy, I don't want to get up. I don't want to go to school. I'm not going to eat breakfast today. I'm just not. I'm just tired. Why are we up so early? Why is it still dark outside? He just goes through the motions. So I get Harper dressed first. Then I deal with him. So it's a lot just to do that. So by the time we get out of the house, I get in the car, I gotta put them in their car seats because they're still in their car seats. So I'm strapping them in. I gotta make sure they strapped in. We go through the whole, well, I can do it myself. And I'm like, yeah, you can do it. But I still need to make sure that it's done right. You're in the seat right. So we go through all of the things. You know, then we're on the way to work. On the way to the daycare. And it's, mommy, turn it up. Turn the music up. Mommy, turn the music down. Mommy, I don't want to hear no music. Mommy. It starts real early in the morning. So I'm like, whew, okay. We get to the daycare, I get them out, get them in, I head on to work, I do all the things that I'm supposed to do at work, and then it's pickup time. You know, and the way that my husband and I schedule works, and where he works and where I work, I do the picking up. So I do the dropping off, and I do the picking up unless I have something going on in the evening and I have to say, hey, like, honey, can you help me? Can you get them? Outside of that, I do the pickup. So I do the pickup, but I also got to do the mental, like, all day, like, what we having for dinner? So I gotta cook it if we cook. Okay, so if maybe do I order it? Do I Uber eat something? Do I stop and get something? Do I ask him to stop and get something? The whole what's for dinner thing. Like my husband literally calls me and leaves me voicemails singing what's for dinner, what's for dinner, what's for dinner. Like it is the most absurd thing. When I tell y'all that it drives me nuts, the one thing that gets under my skin that he does is that. It'd be like, cause it could be 10 o'clock in the morning and we could be having a conversation where we're just checking in. And he's like, what's for dinner? I'm like, I haven't even had goddamn lunch yet. Slow your roll. We not there yet. So I gotta figure out dinner. So sometimes I might have to stop and get something or something to cook or whatever it's going to be, then pick them up. Get them up. Hayes, first thing that comes out of his mouth, hi, mommy, what's for dinner? I'm like, oh my God, you are your father's son. Well, what's for dinner? So then, if it's not something that they want, they got to fall out about what's for dinner. Oh my God, like just trying to leave the daycare and the fall out about what is for dinner, like we're standing in front of the daycare and they're falling. I'm like, get yourselves together. So we get in the car, we back on the music, no music. But Harper's so sweet in the evening. She's like, mommy, how was your day? What did you eat for lunch, mommy? Oh, I just love picking her up because she's so yummy in the evening. She's so sweet. And then Hayes will piggyback sometimes and be like, oh, how was your day, mom? You know, and then they'll start telling me about their day. And then we get home and then we have to decide, do they want to go outside? Do they not want to go outside? What do they want to do? Or they come in the house, they're trying to get their electronics and watch something or watch their TV. Then it's time for me to cook. I'm cooking, they're doing their thing, or we're just going to come in, we're going to sit down, we're going to eat. And then I give them their time. I give them their time to like play, do the things. But then we have homework. So if it's a week where we got homework, we got to sit down, we got to do the homework. And I already told y'all in another video about the whole homework process. It is a stressful process. It is stressful. But my husband and I, we are learning to cope through that. We get through the homework, then it's, okay, are we going to have a bath? Is it not a bath night? Is it a melatonin night or is it a non-melatonin night? Because listen, I like melatonin. I talked to the pediatrician about melatonin. We like melatonin. The brand of melatonin, I don't remember the brand that it is, but maybe another video I'll show the melatonin that we use. But it's a gummy. And honestly, there are just nights where I can't do it. Like I can't do it, like I'm too tired. I done gave all I can give as a mom. I've given all I can give as a wife. I've given all that I can give as working for someone. I've given all that I can give as people working for me. I'm tired. I don't have the answers. I don't want to have the answers. I don't know the answers. And today I might need you to go to sleep a little bit sooner, right? So like 7:30-ish, 7 o'clock-ish, depending on how the day is going, the night's going. You get your gummy, give the gummy, and at about 8 o'clock, they're out. They're asleep. They're coming to get in the bed. They either fell out in their own rooms or they're coming to get in our bed because y'all know they still sleep with us. We working through it, okay? We working through it. It's a work in progress, all right? We working through it. They'll start out in their room, but then 2 o'clock in the morning they in our bed. We working through it. But yeah, so then after that, I'm ready to go to bed. Like sometimes I'm in the bed. Like sometimes we plan to watch our shows, my husband and I, and we just don't watch them. We have to watch them the next day on Peacock or Hulu or whatever the case may be, or over the weekend or something because we're so tired. So, then I have to have time to do my mommy daddy thing, right? Mommy daddy we gotta have our loving and our time too. But then the cycle starts all over again, right? And so it's like I realized, like, well, when do you have time to like clean up, to like do that kind of stuff? Listen, y'all. So I like a clean house. I love a clean house, but I also love a lived-in house. So to know me is to know that our house is lived in. I do not have a house that looks like I don't have children. I admire those people that have like the beautiful homes that you walk in and they have young children like we do and nothing is touched and everything is all in its place and like nothing is wrong. Like everything is just beautiful and it's just like all put together and it's all right and it's all good. I'm just like, oh my God, this is amazing. That's not my house, okay? So if you come to visit me, when you walk in, you know it's lived in. Because at the front door is the Amazon or whatever packages is at the door. They at the door. They at the door for a few days until I figure out the time to go through them and figure out where they go. All right, so they at the door. Most people have dining rooms, right? Like, if you don't, but we have a dining room, so the dining room is a separate area, Dining rooms are usually supposed to, the room that's like not touched, right? Like back in the day when you grew up, your dining room was only really used when you had like company, like big company over, like grandma, granddad, like aunts, uncles coming over. We need that extra space that's not in the kitchen and we need to sit at the dining room table and nobody should be in there until then. That's not my dining room table. My dining room table has so much mail on it. I think I could probably do a whole nother video just about mail. The mail that we get for the kids, for us, for the bills, the non-bills, the mail gives me anxiety. So the mail is just all over the dining room table. My husband now has turned the dining room into like his office. So for some reason, his stuff is just right there where he likes to work. Instead of using our actual office, he goes there. Yeah, the dining room is not dining roomish. It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. And then you have the do not sit room. Like everybody got that room in their house that's like real pretty. And so that's the room that I'm in right now. It's like the do not sit room, like the living room kind of area, whatever. Yeah, this is the room where sometimes like when the cleaners clothes come back from the cleaners, but I don't feel like putting the clothes upstairs. The clothes go on the couch in this room. When I do open up the packages and I'm like trying to sort the stuff in the packages goes on the couch and I leave it there until I get to it. I try hard, y'all. I try. Don't even get me started on the family room. The family room is the twins' playroom. So it is a lot better than what it was because we kind of downsized on some toys because there's some things that they don't play with anymore. We got rid of it. But that's their area and I let them tear that area up. I let them do whatever that couch and that's the room that got the couch. Everybody got that couch. They got kids. Most people got that couch. That's the kids' couch, right? Like it just got stuff. It's their couch. It's their couch. And then it's the kitchen. Well, we keep the kitchen clean because we got to eat in the kitchen. But then it's the bedroom. Okay, let's go on upstairs to the bedrooms. Harper likes to take out the toys and the stuff just be all over the floor. Hayes likes to go in his room and take out his toys and play. But here's the thing, like Hayes usually keeps his room cleaner than Harper. right? Because he goes in her room and takes out all of her toys and he messes up her room. And then when it's time to clean up, do the clean up, everybody, everywhere. Yeah, that song. He like, well, my room is clean. No, but you gotta go in there, you gotta help Harper because you helped mess her room up. You gotta help clean up. So we gotta have a conversation about this. Back and forth, back and forth. Then there's my room. Everybody has that chair in your room. That chair that you should be sitting in when you want to like watch some TV and relax and not be in your bed. Yeah, you can't sit in that chair in my room. That chair is the chair that has all the clothes on it. Just all the clothes. It's all the clothes. You take your clothes off. You just throw the clothes on the chair. And then there's the baskets of clothes. The clothes that have been washed that need to be folded and put away. But we started washing on Saturday and it led into Sunday. And then by the time we got to Monday, we didn't fold it all. So it sits there and the cycle starts all over again. And I'm like, Lord, somebody help me. Like, help me. And maybe I should I do sometimes have a housekeeper come in here. But she's not on a schedule. She's not on like every 2 weeks or once a month. It's like every 3 months I get her to come in and do like a deep clean or whatever. But I try to do all these things myself and with my husband and with my 19-year-old. And even with the twins, we're like teaching them how to, clean up properly and do all the things. But it's chaotic as AF in here, okay? Yeah, it's chaotic. It's very lived in. We are lived in, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I love what we have, but it is organized chaos. Like I can tell you where things are. If you come in here, I know where it is, or I know the vicinity that it is in. I can find it for you. So I have it together a little bit, but it's a lot. Harper has dance on the weekends. Every Sunday she has dance. Every 2 to 3 weeks she's getting her hair done on Saturday morning. Hayes is getting a haircut every 2-3 weeks. He usually goes on Sunday with his dad while we're at dance. Hayes was playing basketball last year, but we haven't put him in this year yet. But I'm planning to put him in the May session for basketball. That's usually during the week. And so we running back and forth to practice or running back and forth to little toddler basketball games. And I'm just like, I can tell you that I think I do more by 7:30 in the morning than some people might do in their whole entire day. People are like, how do you do it? I'm like, I don't know. I just push through. I mean, I really just push through. And it takes a lot out of me. And I'm not old by no means, but I'm not in my 20s no more, right? So it takes a lot of energy, and then all the things on the weekend, by the weekend comes, by the time Saturday comes, they're like, what are we doing, Mommy? Where are we going? Where are you taking us? What are we doing? And sometimes on Saturday mornings when I wake up, I don't have the energy to do nothing. I just want to lay there. So sometimes we do stuff, sometimes we don't, right? Sunday mornings, love my husband to death. Sunday mornings, he just knows. Sunday mornings, he gets up and he just makes breakfast. And I just like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Thank you. Woo, hallelujah. Because you just want a moment to sleep in, and you just want a moment not to have to do anything. And sometimes you have a moment where you just like, get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. I'm tapped out. I don't have no more energy. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I don't have to do it. Just get somebody else to do it. So yeah, my 19-year-old, while she's here, she does help, but she sleeps a lot. Like how the teens are. She sleeps through Saturday and Sunday. She hangs out at night, And I'm the twins' mom, so I'm not expecting her to do certain things, but she is a big help. My 23-year-old, she's a big help when she comes over. She doesn't live here now, so when she comes to visit, she will like play with them and keep them occupied and do things, and all that kind of stuff. And my older two girls, they don't live here, so they're not a part of the organized chaos in the house on a day-to-day basis, right? But when they come and they visit, they're just like, what is going on? Like, it's just, when they say our house is lit, like our house is always lit. And sometimes I just don't have a moment to like just sit and think for myself, you know? And then when I do get a moment, I try to get the glass of wine to kind of relax myself. Or sometimes I, get my Casamigos. I need my tequila and some juice, or it's the Tito's and the juice or something. Just to like, whoo, yeah. So this is just a little bit of my world. This is just a little bit of, how our family operates and how, chaotic it can be. And I have realized that it's okay to ask for help, right? Like I have my mom that is always ready to do whatever, right? So if I need her to pick them up or something from daycare, she'll do it. If I call her and I say, hey, I need a Saturday where I need a break, can you take them? Can you get them? Can you watch them while we go out on a date or something like that? She does it. She'll do it. She'll help me. And I know that other people in the family or other friends that I have, their godparents are willing. Well, one godmama is not a babysitter. She's like, I keep them on emergencies and all that. And she loves on them. She loves to death. But she ain't gonna, if I call and say I want to go on a date, can you watch them? She probably not gonna do it. But the other godmommy, she wants them. She wants them to come over because she has kids too. So she's like, bring them over, let them spend the night. And I know I need to do that more. But there's this thing, right? Because remember I told you I have a little bit of it, not a little bit, I have anxiety. And so when they're not in my presence, I do get something that comes over me. And it's just like, I think it's the lack of control. It's the lack of knowing that they're with their parents and we can control. And when they're not with us, we can't control. But I know that I have to be okay with knowing that I'm entrusting them in someone else's care that I know will not let anything happen to them. Like I know my friends and family will care for our babies just as well as we do. But it's just that mental roadblock that pops up every now and then that, kind of prevents you from like releasing and like letting go. But I'm working on it. My house, it looked like a tornado blew through it today. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna probably plan a better, better day to clean and maybe not wait till the weekend. Maybe try to do it during the week so that my weekends can really be my weekends. I don't know. I have to figure it out, but it's okay because when you walk in this house, what you do feel, no matter what you see, what you feel the love. You feel the love from myself, my husband, and you feel the love from all of my children. All of my children love hard. And those twins, they love hard. Like they're the sweetest little things. They're something else. They're off the chain. But they love hard. They're happy. They're going to make your day. And they're everything that we needed and more. So that's all I have for you today. Our organized chaos. All right. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment.